Hey, how's it going, everybody? Brad the Guitarologist here. A few months back, I was approached by someone who at the time was a complete stranger to me, and he began to relate to me the story of this very special 4-year-old little girl named Squishy. Obviously, Squishy's not her real name, but that's the name that her mother and her two older siblings have given her because Squishy has a lot of health issues and a lot of things going on in her life that have made her young life very, very difficult so far, and has really made the whole family's life very difficult so far. The two older siblings that I mentioned before were taking guitar lessons from the person who contacted me. His name is Eddie Kernan, and he runs a guitar shop called Rexy Lab. I'll put a link down in the description to his guitar shop. The Squishy Guitar Project was the brainchild of Eddie and Squishy's mother, who got together and sort of brainstormed about this and came up with a way that they could ensure Squishy's legacy far into the future if the inevitable comes to pass. I really don't have the heart to relate this whole story to you in the way that it deserves. So I'm going to let Eddie relate the story, and we're going to then open a package from one guitar builder who has jumped on board with helping the Squishy Guitar Project, and I will let Eddie take it away from here.
How's it going today, everybody? Eddie Kernan for Rexy Lab and the Squishy Guitar Project. Welcome to the Guitarmory. First off, I want to take this opportunity to thank Brad, the guitarologist, Scarred Guitar, everybody that's currently helping out with this project, and everybody that's about to help out in the future. This is a really big thing that we're trying to do, and we need people's help. So, a little bit about the Squishy Guitar Project. I have a really, really good friend named Angie, and she has an adorable little girl named Alexandra, but everybody calls her Squishy. Now, I knew Squishy for a while until I found out she's a very sick little girl. Now, I'm not going to toy with your emotions and tell you what's wrong with her, but just suffice it to say that it's really pretty bad. So, anyway, right before COVID-19, Angie and her daughter were ordered into quarantine because of how medically fragile she is. And despite everybody's best efforts, things took a very serious turn for the worst, and it was looking very, very bad. But at the last minute, a team of doctors cracked the code. They figured out what was going on, and they saved her. But all they did was buy time. However, with the crisis averted, Angie came over just to kind of unwind, decompress, recharge, to get back in the fight. And that was when I asked her about the front door of her house. It had been painted up. She said it was something that her daughter wanted to do during quarantine, and that was when I pulled out this, an unfinished strap body. And I asked her if she thought it would be a good idea to maybe have Squishy paint this thing as a gift for her brother and sister. Well, that was when I found out that ever since the day Squishy was born, the prognosis was never good. What they always said was take her home and love her for as long as you can. And every single day, her brother and sister would sit there with her and play the guitar. So this project really means a lot to their family. And what we're doing is two-part. The first thing that we're doing is making legacy guitars for Squishy to decorate for her brother and sister. Now, we already have those taken care of. Those are good. But we're also doing guitars for other children with rare and terminal diseases so that they have something that they can enjoy, cherish, and God forbid that day when they're no longer there, that's what their parents have to hang on the wall, hold, and just kind of cry over. So, That's what we're doing. Once again, Brad, thank you so much. So, this has been Eddie Kernan for Rexy Lab and the Squishy Guitar Project, raising awareness for rare diseases, one guitar at a time.
Okay, so here is the guitar that our good friend Sean from Scarred My Guitar sent, and we're gonna check out what he's given here to the Squishy Guitar Project. You know, I got a lot of good things to say about Sean. He was the first to say yes, you know, when I asked people if they wanted to contribute something or, you know, be a part of this really unique thing that these guys are trying to do. And he jumped right on it. And, you know, the thing about Sean, he's got an enormous heart. I could really tell. You know, the way he gives away guitars all the time on his channel. If you guys are not aware of Sean's channel, go to Scar My Guitar here on YouTube. And definitely check out some of Sean's videos. Subscribe to his channel. Give him some thumbs up. And check out some of the cool stuff that he builds over there that he gives away oftentimes just for nothing. You know, I talked to him more about this, like, you know, hey, what's driving you to do all this? I was talking to him on the phone, and he was like, well, you know, I was back, you know, maybe 20 years ago or so, he was talking about, he was actually incarcerated for a time, and during that time, you know, he kind of decided to turn his life around. And when he got out, you know, since then he's formed his own business, and, you know, he does all these projects on the side with the guitar building and stuff. And, you know, his whole thing is he wants to give back and make amends for, you know, I think the way he put it was, you know, for being a hoodlum when he was younger. And, you know, I think we can all kind of relate to that, relate to that sense of sort of wanting to make amends for things that we might have done in our past. And you know, I'm no different, and I'm sure most of you guys are no different. And Sean is doing a beautiful thing, man, with this gift, and just in general on his channel, he really oftentimes will be extremely generous and build and give away these guitars. So anyway, let's see what Sean has sent here. Here's a peek at it. There is a video, actually, you could see of Sean building this thing, and he intentionally said he left, oh, we got Fender tuners on there, locking tuners. He said he intentionally left the neck a little bit chunky for me. If I wanted to shave it down a little bit, I think, wow, look at the top. So the idea on this one was that this guitar was that Squishy is going to paint this, and this top will be probably obscured in large part, but look, it is beautiful. Wow, it's beautiful flame. But he knew this already, so I mean, even despite that, he went ahead and picked a nice maple top on this. So if they change their mind and they want to do something different, they can. But my understanding is this is going to go to the family. That Squishy is going to paint this top in, you know, her own unique way and style, however she wants to paint this thing. There are some videos and images that were sent of some of the other paintings that she had done. She painted the door of her house. You know, the story goes her mother was kind of chastising her one day for painting on the walls, and then she was just kind of like, why am I doing this? You know, my little girl is not, you know, we should let kids be kids, man, you know, while they can, kind of thing. I don't want to say too much, because if I start to say too much, it's going to break my heart, so I don't want to go there. But the thing is, she kind of started letting her draw and paint on the walls and on the doorway of their house, and Squishy is quite the young artist, so she's going to paint this guitar in her own unique way, and this is going to go to her mother, and her mother's going to learn how to play guitar along with her two older siblings who already do play. And so this is going to be a very unique thing that the family can keep to themselves and just keep within the family, and have always as a reminder of you know, of their little sister and her little girl. You know, people have got some big hearts, man, and with everything going on in the world, we're gonna have to start reminding each other of how much we love one another, and you know, how worthwhile we are to each other as human beings. You know, a lot of this hate has got to stop, and the craziness has got to stop, and we got to remember what's really important. You know, there's some people like this family who are going through sad times and bad things, and it's just we've got to try to remember this, man. Remember what's important. But yeah, dude, this is gorgeous, Sean. You know, obviously it is unfinished. It's not, and that was by design. He did not finish this entirely for that reason that I just mentioned, because she's going to paint the top of this. And super cool of Sean. Thank you so much, Sean, for your contribution to the Squishy Guitar Project. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Now, Sean at Scar My Guitar was not the only guitar player who stepped up and decided they wanted to help when called upon. In future videos, I will detail a couple of other guitar builders. Coming up soon, we've got one box opening I will show you guys, and we're going to also do an auction where you guys will have a chance to bid on a very special guitar that will also promote and go directly to the Squishy Guitar Project to help them in their endeavors. Hit the share button and share this out on your social media so that as many people as possible can see and learn about the Squishy Guitar Project. Also, the Squishy Guitar Project is a 501c3 organization, so I will put the link below where you can do a one-time donation or a repeat donation to those guys. Also, they have t-shirts and things that you can buy at their links below. I do encourage you to check those out. And for now, we will see y'all later.